Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a live tournament cast of the Steel Division League New Year tournament that was run over the previous weekend, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Let's have a look at Herr's deck. So he is playing Vanguard, Falchion Panzer Hermann Göring. We don't have Big Jim's deck, unfortunately, but we will just look at Herr. So A phase, he has a number of SPWs. So he's got 6 SDKFZ 250/10s, 4 SPW 231s, which I think are the auto cannons, and then he has I think that's 6 SPW 233s. Interesting as well, the 231s. I don't know whether he's chosen to up-vet those or whether they are automatically up-vetted. But if he has chosen to up-vet them, that's kind of interesting, because I would think you just want the numbers of those SPW 231s. So interesting choice from Herr. Infantry wise, he's got a lot of up-vetted troops early on, and then progressing through to B and C phase where he's not up-vetting any of his troops. So he's going for veterancy early, along with the HG Panzergrenadier Führer. He also has the KG commander in there, and I expect to be seeing the commander out on the field. I remember Sean talking about the Falchion Panzer Hermann Göring and suggesting that one of the best ways to play them is to not take the Jagdpanzers, to rely on the anti-tank guns, which I think is a little bit controversial because not a lot of people do that. But it's an interesting take on the Falchion Panzer deck, and we did see Sean play off against Gonzo with that Falchion Panzer with the Hermann Göring deck, and he did have a lot of AT guns, but whether it's a mistake to take the Jagdpanzers or not, I'm not sure. That's personal preference. I think when we're looking at the tank tab and we've only got Panzer 4Gs, Panzer 4Hs and T-34s up until the 4 tags in C phase, I think he definitely needs something heavier before then. So Herr's chosen the 2 Jagdpanzer 4s in A phase and the 4 Jagdpanzer 4s in B phase, and I guess that's what he's going to have. Very interesting pick, the Flak 41 88mm in A phase. Wow, what a pick that is. That is very interesting. It's going to be interesting where he uses that. I mean, best place surely is just to plonk it right in the center of the map and cover as much area as possible. But yeah, very interesting choice to have one of them in A phase. He has the Ju-87 D5 cluster bombers in B phase. That's going to be nice to see them come into play. And then obviously he's going to finish things off with the Tigers in C phase. I think he's going for kind of to be up in A and B and then finish things off with the Tigers in B. There's 2 Sturm Tigers in B phase as well. Unfortunately, like I said, we don't have JimnZ's deck. So we are going to jump into the game and get things going. So Herr on the left hand side in blue is playing the Falchion Panzer Hermann Göring on Vanguard income, and it looks like he's going fairly heavy in the north. I think potentially could be looking for an engagement in that north, potentially could be looking to play fairly defensive. Big Jim, he's playing the 29th Guards Tank Corps, which I think is a top division, on Vanguard income on the right hand side in red, and he's setting up. He has a fair bit down in the southern side, maybe a fair bit more than I think most people would put in. Most people expect this northern side to be pushed early on, and he's certainly putting a lot of Tanko Desaniki, Ognamachiki in there, and a couple of Strelki as well. He has some units in the centre ground, but I think the north is where he's looking for most of his ground. I don't think Herr Robert's going to push in the south, so potentially some of these Tanko Desanikis might not necessarily be best choice here, but the north is going to be where the push comes in. Ognamachiki trying to get across into the forest. We've got the SPW 231 and the 233 in there that we should do the job. Yeah, 2 of those Ognamachiki goes down, the 3rd one does as well. The SPW 231. What a fantastic unit to come around that corner, facing off onto that bridge against the Ogmachikis in the Jeeps. They're going to have no chance against those SPW 231s. And look at here, Robert pushing infantry across the very north of the map, across the river on foot. I love that decision. The SPW 231 to 233 are engaging more, but the T-34-76s are coming up, and they can certainly be a handful here. The 233 is going to be the main thing that can do the job against those T-34s. We've got a bailed out unit in there. I'm not exactly sure what that was. Oh, I think it was a yeah, it was a M3. It was a half track that got bailed out there. 52p coming up in a very slow ZIS 2 truck, or ZIS 42 truck. Early Cobra, nice little choice there. Oh, not enough damage. Oh no, did take down, sorry, the SPW 233. But before that went down, it did get the transmission damage on the T-34. In come the two Panzer IV Gs. We've got infantry crossing the river. This northern side is under a lot of trouble, and I think Big Jim lost a lot of his units with that early push trying to get across the river. And then just to the SPW 233. The T-34-76 is crew killed. That's a nice job for that to happen. I think, yeah, there were Pack 38 coming through the forest, picked up that crew kill, and Big Jim's in real trouble in this northern side. We've got a 120mm mortar coming in, but he needs some anti-tank. I think he needs more than the M42 gun here. That gun is going to potentially take out one, maybe two tops, but I think it's going to get revealed and Robert's going to go in there immediately. We do have the KG commander in the north, as predicted early on. The OB25, sorry, opening up there. Sorry, no, 52p, so it doesn't have the HE shells. Down goes one of the units in there, the HG Pioneers advancing, the Begleit Grenadiers advancing, the HG Panzergrenführer advancing forwards, and the Aftermachiki, they're all alone right now, and I think they're going to get taken out. Yeah, certainly that one moving across the open. Wow, pot shot onto the 120mm mortar. Will that get out of position? In comes the G6BR21, just misses, but then does go down to the LA5N. Big kill there. Was not expecting that LA5N to get the kill. Wow, nice kill there, but this northern side completely unlocked for Herr Robert, the central and southern side. Wow, some early exchanges with the Pack 38, and it looks like the M10 T-34-76 has potentially been in trouble there. M10 coming into the central area. I'm not quite sure I agree with that choice. He's already got the T-34-76 here and needs more in the north, so potentially I think that's a that resource should have been devoted up north. The Panzer IV Gs are across the river, and this is going to be massive. All we've got left protecting this northern side is a 120mm mortar, but in comes the IS-2 Komrotti. It's going to take him a while to get into that position. Once he gets there, he can be a real big threat. The sapper units, they're going to have to unload, I would hope, in this forest. They are not going to make it all the way through, and hopefully Big Jim realizes that and reallocates those. In comes another Cobra attack. These Cobras can be fairly cost effective early on. They're 130 points, so I mean on 150 point income those Cobras can be fairly decent, but they can also reload fairly fast, so can be used several times. Metal Phase, welcome to the stream. I'm not sure whether you were in here while you were playing, but welcome dude, and plenty more games. Hopefully you had a good one. Who won out in the game? Metal Phase versus Wonder Noob. It looks like Metal Phase won out. Congratulations, mate. But potentially was a fairly close game from that comment from you. How was that game against Wonder Noob? Oh, look at this. The 120mm mortar is being engaged by the HG Begleit Grenadier. That is not what you want this early on into the game. 5 minutes into the game for a 120mm mortar at 80 points to be going down. I think the Dushka truck carrying it did go down as well, and this is a big advance from Herr Robert in this northern side. The two sapper units did unload early, so I'm pleased about that. The Stroker unit is in place, potentially could get a anti-tank grenade off against the H. No, look at that, very nice work from Herr Robert unloading that unit before, and he could see the front line. This is something that I don't do enough. He could see that front line, he could see that it wasn't moving, so there was definitely a unit in that forest. So why risk your units? Just unload them early, and that's what Herr Robert did. Fantastic play there. OS Voke, thank you for the follow, buddy, and plenty more coverage coming up today. T-34-76 engaging the HGMG-42. It looks like Big Jim did try and push across this river in the central ground, and look, actually Herr Robert very weak in the central ground, so maybe Big Jim could exploit that. Potentially Herr Robert looks like he may be making a push down south. Yeah, we got a lot of units coming in here down south. It looks like Herr Robert not what's the word, he is not resting on his laurels up north. He is pushing down south now as well. Doesn't want to just allocate absolutely everything to that northern side. He wants to allocate down south as well. Fuel explosion to the T-34-76. I think that's the Pack 3850. Wow, here's the Flak 41 88mm. And interesting. Who'd have thought that Flak 41 88mm would come into that position and shoot a knockout on the IS-2 Comrade, the Cobra. Oh, wow, Cobra down. And the other one, oh my days, oh my.
The Cobra. Wow, Cobra down. And the other one, oh my days.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame, guys. I was too close to not quick enough on the trigger. Wow, that Flak 41 88mm, unbelievable play. Who'd have thought it? We questioned that. I questioned that unit when that was in the deck, but what absolute play. Two Cobras shot down, one of them before it even got there. Just, it wasn't the first shot, it was the second shot, but beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The IS-2 Comrade is kind of pegged back a bit. I'd like to see that move forward, move up once again, but with that Flak 88mm, it is at least pressuring that IS-2 Comrade. The Flak 88mm, we can't necessarily penetrate at that kind of distance. 160 against 160, it will have a chance, but you know, not an absolute massive chance. But yeah, I mean, those two kills on the Cobras, they were what, 130 points? That's 260 points gone down there. That was a major kill. Herr Robert is advancing across the south. Sorry we missed this, but he has advanced across the river in the south, and JimnZ bringing in a lot more reinforcements here. JimnZ, you do need to change your deck. Get those ZIS 42 transports out of your deck. They are definitely going to hurt you in the long run. Too slow a transport, I'm afraid. And Herr Robert's made some fantastic ground in this southern side. The HG Panzergrens pushing forwards along with the SDKFZ 250/10 there, which is going to race up the road. The 231 and the Jagdpanzer in a fantastic position there. Those off the Machiki are going to go down if he's Big Jim's not paying attention, and potentially may well be microing elsewhere at the moment. The 52p, I mean, all of these units are in trouble right now. I'd like to see an IS-2, you know, come up here and park itself on this ridge, but you know, it's costly. JimnZ is down now, it's 17-7, there's 11 minutes left on the clock, but Herr Robert is going to be advancing across the centre now as well, and this could be curtains. The HG Begleit Grenadiers coming in. The ZIS 2 gun is in position, but Herr Robert again unloads just at the right time. Look at that. Look at that absolute beauty of an unload command. Fantastic position to unload in. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to push forward these Panzergrens, but potentially he does know there's something there. Doesn't want to tempt his fate with only one Panzergren unit. In the north, Big Jim needs to unload his Strelky. He has pushed forward his IS-2 once again, but there's a number of units here. The main threat is the Flak 41 88mm. He needs to get some artillery onto that, but unfortunately his 120mm mortar, which would have done a fantastic job at countering that Flak 41, did go down. And it's interesting, the Flak 41 not quite in range of the is that in range of the KG Commander? So it has the 2-star veteran, potentially may still be in range of that KG Commander, although it's got to be on the edge. I'd like to see that commander potentially just move up into these houses here and really give that 3-star vet, so that although there is the, yes, there is the HG Panzergren Führer there, I did miss that unit. So he is getting the extra veterancy from that KG commander, and that's doing a decent job. Oh, he has now moved up the Panzergrens, although they are in the open. Oh, the supporting fire of the MG42 will get the job done. I think if that unit wasn't there, the Strelky would have won out in that battle, but as it stands, Herr is picking Big Jim apart, and yeah, I think this southern side really hurt Big Jim. He has invested in the IS-2. That was the right call, but unfortunately, you know, they're very expensive. A lot of his units have gone down. A B-21 does come in, try and get the M10 kill. We do have an LA-5N come in now, but what have we got? We've got Gepards. We've got a lot of Gepards. Oh, down goes another plane. So Big Jim needs to have a look at some of his aircraft choices. Although, having said that, I mean, in this northern side, would I have expected the flak 4188mm to get the kills onto those Cobras? Probably not. But in this southern side, I think as soon as I saw those, I probably wouldn't have pursued that ME109 G6 BR21. So I think potentially that was a bad call to pursue that one. In comes the JU-87D5. Herr has cleared the skies. He has cleared the way, and in comes this JU-87D5. Will that do the job? Let's follow that one in. I'm presuming it is aiming onto the IS-2 that is in there somewhere. And wow, this could be a big strike. Let's have a look. In comes the JU-87D5. Down goes the cluster planes. Oh! What a kill! What a kill! Unbelievable play there. Well played there, Robert, with the JU-87D5. Beautiful kill onto both the IS-2 Comrotti and the, I think it was a T-34 that was there. Big Jim orders in another IS-2, and it's not necessarily the wrong call, but yeah, it's a costly tank to be losing, and here Robert's up to a 22-2, will win the game in 30 seconds time, and really, oh, another D5 just come in, but Big Jim does surrender. Wow, 30 minutes, 29 seconds. Congratulations to Herr Robert. Does win out in the game against Big Jim on Krupa. Herr Robert, 1,990 kills to 510 losses. Ouch, that's got to hurt for Big Jim. But yeah, I think Herr Robert, he got across in that north fairly easily. Not fairly easy, no, that's the wrong word. He didn't get across in that north fairly easily. He got across in that north, and then he pushed down into the south, and he really didn't give Big Jim any chance whatsoever to get back into that game. He pushed his advantage early on, and I think unfortunately, you know, Big Jim, he lost some units getting caught up in some difficult situations. Big Jim, he is in the chat now. JimnZ in the chat. Good effort, mate. Well done. Herr Robert, fantastic player. Personally, myself, I have never beaten Herr Robert at this game. So do not worry about losing 1,900 kills to 510 losses. I have been there, and I think pretty much everyone has been there. Congratulations to Herr Robert, commiserations to Big Jim or JimnZ, and I did enjoy that game. I definitely enjoyed some of the kills in that game, and hopefully you guys did too.